No, I'm not going pee. I'm letting my hose drain out. I'm taking water from my shallow well today. We are going to talk about killing aphids, especially on tomato plants. Turn the leaf over. Go out in your garden, turn your leaf over, and you're just going to see these little white things. Sometimes they're brown, and most of the time that's going to be aphids. Could be, so you could have white flies, but zoom in, take a picture, go to Google Images, drop it in there. Sure enough, that's what we have. So we've got a lot of aphids on our tomato plants, but we want to keep this natural. I have ordered several thousand ladybugs. I'll put a link to them down below on Amazon. I'm going to release a bunch of ladybugs up in the garden to help with this, but today there's a pretty simple mixture. Do it naturally and organically. This is pyrethrum. Pyrethrum, don't be confused with permethrin. Pyrethrum is a natural, organically listed, safe for organic gardening. It comes from the extract of the chrysanthemum flower. This is an insecticide, and probably about one of the only insecticides out there that truly works, that truly is organic listed. So we're going to put that in our sprayer. The next thing we're going to do, you can get insecticidal soaps. Personally, I'm just going to use about a tablespoon of Dawn. I'm just taking some Dawn, and I'll put just about a tablespoon in there. And I'll add water, and then what happens is when you go up there to spray, don't spray the top of the leaves. That's not where the aphids are. You have to turn your nozzle over and spray underneath. And you want to do this early in the morning. You don't want to do it in the middle of the afternoon when it's hot. Never spray anything when it's hot. You run the risk, I don't care how safe it is, you run the risk of burning. So again, naturally, ladybugs will eat them. Pyrethrum, I'll put a link to this. I think you can find Dawn dish on your right. Just so you know, I am also doing a video on soil gardening myths, about the myths and misunderstanding of no-till. That video is going to go up either before or after this one. I'm not sure, so make sure you go over to the channel, look at that. You're going to watch it because we're talking about stupid myths. Stupid. So the good news is I came out here yesterday and did this same treatment prior to doing a watering, and I gotta say I'm actually having trouble finding infested bottom leaves. You turn your leaves over and you look at your leaves. If you just stand back, you'll see a little tiny white dot on your leaves. There's one. I'd have to get my phone out, but it's at the tip of my finger. There's a tiny white dot. That's an aphid. Turn it over, and yep, there's a couple under here. You see all those little dots where they sort of suck the juice out of the plant? That's going to really cause some damage. So I'm just coming through here and looking to see where I need. There's some, not many. So actually, I'm pretty happy, to be honest, that I'm not seeing the huge infestation I saw the other day. Okay, so here's how you treat this. You see how my nozzle is upside down? You just come up under with a fine mist spray. I'm going to make it even finer. Just come up underneath and hit up underneath, because they're almost always up underneath the leaf. And that's how you treat for them. Just like that. Again, I don't want to treat this top section. This is going to be pounded by the sun later. I don't want to do that. And that's basically how we cure it. So we're getting ready to do a top dressing in here. By the way, I'll also spray down here. Just in case, because a lot of times you have white flies and bugs, actually little aphids lay in this. If you have any compost down here. If you have compost around your house and you have those little ferret flies inside your house, spray your compost. Oh, we got butterflies flying around. Concentrate, Doc. You're doing a video. Man, that sun is scorching hot. Okay, so if you've ever had crepe myrtles, you've experienced this. Aphids also produce something that's called honeydew, which is, as they suck this sap, they produce this sticky substance that gets on the top of the leaves. And a lot of times you'll have crepe myrtles, and those crepe myrtles will actually, the leaves will turn black. And that's what's happening is this honeydew is dropping down on top of the leaves. Every cubic yard of air that goes by you, I just did a video talking about this, has roughly 20,000 to 200,000 mold spores. Google it if you don't believe me. Every cubic yard of air. So as that passes, that gets on your leaves and it sticks to the leaves, and that black mold can grow. So you have to go under, you got to treat for the aphids, and then you got to wash off that mold. Soap and water will usually get rid of that that black sticky mold stuff that's on there. But if you have, what the damage that they'll do is you'll have 20 to 30 of these aphids underneath the bottom of a leaf sucking the sap out of it, and it will damage that leaf, make it more susceptible to fungus and diseases, and you get these little teeny black spots all under your leaf. So anyways, this is an easy way to treat for it. I'll put a link, I'll probably build a page and just put a link to the Pyrethrum, Pyrethrum. Don't want Pyrethrum, you want Pyrethrum. And what else? The Ladybugs, maybe I'll put the Ladybugs up there. And don't forget to watch for this video about these myths that I'm doing that's coming out. That should be actually kind of fun. We're going to talk about stupid crap. Here we go.